Welcome back, dreamers. In the previous installment, we talked about preparations for lucid dreaming. These included reality checks, keeping a dream journal, meditation, herbal aids, and the sleep schedule technique. I hope you've been working on these, and if you haven't seen that video, you can check for the link below and watch that. In this installment, though, we are going to be looking at the cycle adjustment technique. It is one of the lesser known techniques, but very effective and worth trying out if you haven't already. You have to go to bed at the same time every night. Now with this one, you need to wake up 90 minutes earlier than you usually do. Yes, I know, getting up earlier can be hard enough, let alone 90 minutes earlier, especially in the winter. Take a moment to get over your shock, and here's the next one. You need to do this for a whole week. Get up 90 minutes earlier for a whole week, dreamers. If you are someone that is not getting enough sleep at night, then this one is not for you right now. So you will first need to do something about your general lack of sleep. Of course, it differs from person to person. I need 7 to 8 hours sleep to feel refreshed. However, I can get by on 6 hours sleep, provided, of course, that it's good quality sleep. Not for a prolonged period though, or I start to feel burnt out after a while and I get a bit grumpy as well. If you're going to be doing the cycle adjustment technique, then it is best to try and do it during a time when you are going to have to get up earlier in any case to tend to whatever it is you need to get done. We all go through these periods in life where we have to get by with a bit less sleep than we'd like to, and you might as well have this technique coincide with that. Alternatively, you can try to get to bed an hour and a half earlier than you usually would. If you don't need to get up earlier for any particular reason, well, use the extra 90 minutes a day to do something that you're excited about, something you don't usually have quite enough time for. Use it to work on your hobby before going to work or school. Keep it positive and you'll be able to wake up earlier. By the way, let me know in the comments below how you are going to be using your extra 90 minutes a day. So there you are, you've woken up 90 minutes earlier. Well done, congratulations. But what now? Very simple, very easy. You are going to do reality checks every 5 minutes during those 90 minutes. That's 18 reality checks. If you're not yet familiar with how reality checks work, then go back and check out my previous video on lucid dream preparation. I'll leave the link for that below. It's very simple. This is going to go on for a week, after which you will start to alternate for a week. In other words, on day 8, you wake up at your normal time. Day 9, you wake up 90 minutes earlier. Day 10, you wake up at your normal time again, and so on. Okay, so what are we trying to achieve with this? The idea is that on those alternate days when you are sleeping as usual, you will start to do reality checks while you are still sleeping. That's when you will realize that you are dreaming. So it's simple, right? I don't like getting up earlier, as I said, and I assume most of you don't care for it either. That's why we are dreamers. We love to be in the dream state. That said, I still prefer this method over the more popular ones that basically call for interrupted sleep. I don't like that because it has always been hard for me to fall asleep, and I know a lot of people have that problem as well. Some of us are just wired that way. Anyway, I don't want to struggle twice in one evening to fall asleep. It is rough enough doing that once a night. If you also battle to fall asleep at night, then you should try this method over the others we are going to be talking about. The odds are that you will have more success with the cycle adjustment technique than with the others. So that's my recommendation for those of you that tend to regularly suffer from insomnia. That said, I don't recommend any of the lucid dreaming techniques if you are currently going through an intense bout of insomnia. Please rather focus on getting a good night's sleep first. Okay, so let's do a quick recap before ending this installment. For week 1, you will be going to bed at the same time, but waking up 90 minutes earlier than usual. During those 90 minutes, you will do reality checks every 5 minutes. The following week, you will alternate between your normal sleep time and waking up 90 minutes earlier. There are more techniques to follow in my next installment, so check back for that. But for now, good luck with the cycle adjustment technique. Let me know how that works out for you, and until next time, keep dreaming.